Hi, I'm gonna cook and I'm just gonna do what I would casually do. I want to keep this short because I'm not making some elaborate cooking video. I'm just making food and I want to record it and I want to post it, okay? I wanted to make Thai green curry, so that's what we're gonna do. The kitchen isn't even like fully prepped. It's not clean. It's like this dirty dishes. It's not presentable. But I want to keep it realistic. Okay, that's because I'm genuine. I'm realistic. So I'm just gonna do what I ordinarily would do. I would do what I want to do, and yeah, I'm not gonna put up some fancy show. I'm not gonna do some crazy lighting. It's just the ceiling lights. I'm just gonna. Oh, I do have a neck mount though. That's the only crazy part because I got this so that I can record. Is it dumb to get it and start recording anyway? If recording doesn't work, I maybe, but like it's really cool because like watch. When I'm like propping up my phone, I'm like, where do I put this? When I'm cooking with one hand, I have the stand now that I can just. Isn't that sick? Now you can have a POV shot. So okay, I'm just gonna do what I ordinarily would do, except I'm gonna talk a lot. Will I be good at the presentation part? Probably not. This fridge often has like water condensing. I think it's just from like you see the side of the walls. There's often just water. Oh, you can't see anything actually. But yeah, so I'm gonna make a Thai curry. I have some curry paste. I have a can of coconut milk. There's a story to this can. I traded with my friend for this can of coconut milk. Was it a worth it trade? No, I gave her a piece of salmon for it. But I love her. And I did say I would give it to her. And I love her, so you're welcome. Okay, so I have these bamboo shoots. That's what I was looking for. I bought these at the Chinese supermarket, and I saw some Thai lady put them in her curry, so I thought that'd be nice. Ideally, I would use raw chicken, but yeah, boy, ain't nobody got time for that. So there's cooked grilled chicken that I'm going to use in the curry. So I've got this, the basil for some color, and yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna start. Well, this chicken looks like that because not because we've been raw dogging and eating it like that, but we have been well, the point is I like to make stock with the remaining chicken bones cause you can make chicken soup with it. So call me a cheapskate. I don't think it's cheap. I might cut that out actually. I'm not sure about that. But okay, let's see. So there's just chicken bones untouched, just remaining chicken bones peeled away, and I'll use that to make chicken soup. I'm gonna leave this on the side here for now. My cutting board. I'm probably gonna shred up my pieces of chicken. Oh, that's the toothpick. I'm gonna probably shred up cut my chicken up into cubes that I can like heat up and eat in the curry. I'm just gonna use it as. So usually you would add the chicken, I think early in the process of cooking, obviously, so that it can cook, right? Let me first wash my pot. Hello. Okay. I don't know how long this video will be, but like, hey, I'm not setting up extra stuff. I'm just gonna cook dinner as quick as I can. And yeah, as quick as I would. And hopefully in like half an hour max, because I don't want to be here for an hour cooking. I just want to make food, I want to make a video, and I want to post. And I'm probably going to talk a lot. I don't know how valuable most of my speech will be, but I definitely will be able to fill up empty spaces with speech, right? It's not like it's going to be awkward silence. Will it be awkward speech? Maybe, but it's not going to be awkward silence, right? Because your boy can yap, so that's a pro. That is indeed an advantage. Okay, so I'm just gonna wash this pot out. I like to use a bit of hot water just to like clean it properly. Okay, not too hot though. Now the geyser in this apartment go crazy. It gets so hot. like the hot water coming from the tap, it's, do you see that it's steaming, and it's like, this is mixed with cold water. Like if it was hot, if it was like just hot tap water, it would actually give me 3rd-degree burns. It's insane. I swear, like it comes out boiling from the tap. It's crazy. Okay, but there's my clean pot. I'm just gonna wipe it at the bottom because otherwise it's gonna like sizzle when I put it on the stovetop. This is an induction stovetop, by the way. I will yap about it in maybe another time, but it's super cool because it's portable and it cooks using magnets, basically. Well, it induces like a magnetic current and it heats up the pot directly, okay? What I mean by that, if you've never used one before, which I'm sure you have, I broke it, by the way, a little bit. It like tweaks out every now and then, but as long as I don't get the section wet, it's usually fine. But what I mean by that is, like, you see it gets hot really quickly, right? Because it's quite efficient. You see, okay, let me just boil off that water. But like the stovetop itself doesn't get very hot because it heats up the pan. Super cool. Like I could, as a visual demonstration, put this under there and it can boil, it can cook, and the cloth won't burn, right? Because it's not heating anything in between. It's heating the pot directly. Super cool, super cool. And that makes it safe as well because like it's not too hot and there's lower fire risks than like using a gas stove or whatnot, okay? I'm just gonna, so let's start here. What I saw the Thai lady do. Usually I've tried to make Thai curry before, based on like, you know, eating and like watching videos. But what I saw different, it was from Pailin's Thai Kitchen. I think that's the lady's name. I'm just going to rinse the top because I don't like sometimes the fact that there's dust. Okay, I think that's nasty. What she did was she browns the coconut milk, or she cooks it until it separates, right? So like, what I mean by that is like she will cook it until there's like a layer of oil that separates from this, and it looks super nice because it gets green, and apparently that's the way you're supposed to do it. So I'm gonna try and do that. Yeah, she just adds straight up coconut milk. I don't know if it did, but yeah, straight up coconut milk. I think it was all of it. Was it all of it? It is too late now. It is literally too late now. But she basically cooks this down until it separates, right? So I will do that. I'm gonna take a wooden spoon. Yeah, I'm gonna use a wooden spoon. I'm gonna put it in this bowl. This was a clean bowl until the chicken went in. And I'm just gonna carve up maybe a few pieces of this chicken. Yeah, we ate the thighs. It looked a bit sus, but yeah, it's the rest of the chicken is untouched. So I'm just gonna chop off the breast. Usually cut down and then towards the left, like down and towards the left, because that's the breast, right? You know, you buy a chicken breast raw. It is usually in this shape, right? You get your chicken tender somewhere here, which is like the small, like this muscle here. That's like the small chicken tender that like you can usually fry up. The restaurant will serve like to kids, I think. But yeah, let me do it this way because I'm left-handed and I don't want to lose my fingers today. I'm just gonna slice down. There's a bone in here in the middle. That's not the bone. I'm missing it actually. I think it's more towards the left that I have to like go around. Yeah. I'm low-key like destroying this chicken, but it is what it is. Okay. So I'm just checking on this. Okay, so it's bubbling. You see how quick that was? I'm just gonna add all of it. And yeah, cool. Rinse my fingers because I've got chicken all over me. And then she cooks it down until like there's like a layer of oil that like separates from it. I don't know if this is the best camera angle position. I haven't really been looking at my camera feed, but okay, I'm gonna check it now. It looks fine to me right now. Maybe a bit more down. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, she cooks it until like there's a layer of like oil that like separates. I'm using like a lot now. I'm gonna avoid that because I feel like I believe I will sound annoying towards the end product of the video. Okay, so it's been 8 minutes. That's cool that I can track how long I'm taking to cook. That's nice, okay? I'm gonna keep it around this heat. I think it'll be fine. I'm gonna rest it on here. That's not the dirtiest countertop. It'll be fine. I'm gonna chop this into like probably dices, because I want to eat it in like spoonable sizes. You know, probably gonna dice this up. Yeah. Cool. The size looks a little bit big because that was like the chunky part. The rest are okay. I can deal with that. I'm just gonna toss that in there. So that's already cooked. So it will go in towards the end purely to heat up because that doesn't need more cooking. If this was raw chicken, which it should be, but hey, time. If this was raw chicken, it would probably go in once the coconut milk has like reduced, and then you would cook the chicken. If it was breast meat, so if it was white meat like what I'm using now, you would probably put it in still more towards the end to not let it overcook, right? But if it was dark meat like thigh, you could put it in earlier and you could leave it in there because thigh can cook down and it won't get dry because it's dark meat. You want to know more? I can't tell you more. That's all I know. Yeah, red meat, dark meats. Basically like that. Dark meat. What else do I know? How can I cut more pieces of chicken? Because there's more. I see more chicken without destroying this thing. Okay. That's a chicken slice. That looks like a decent amount of chicken. Whatever's left on this carcass, I'm probably just gonna chop up and put in the soup, so I don't have to worry about getting every last piece. But I see quite a bit of chunks still. I might just tear at it with my hand. Yeah, because there's muscle that I can't get around with my knife. Yeah, look at it. Okay, so you see, this is the bone in the middle I was talking about. You can't chop down on that, so you usually have to go to the left and right of it. I can smell my coconut milk going. I'm gonna pull over a few more pieces. Yeah, that looks fine to me. Okay, cool. And then whatever's left, I'll toss in a pot of water, boil with the bones, make some chicken soup out of the stock. Okay, this is a big piece of meat there. That was like the remainder of the thigh. These are like shoulder meats, the ones I'm grabbing now. I'm probably also gonna fish off some of this. Skin I'll toss into, I don't really mind. Okay, that is gonna go back in the box because that's gonna go in a soup. Okay, that is going. I'm just gonna give it a stir. She literally boils this. Basically, she boils this, which so I will do too. I'm going to boil this until the water mostly evaporates. So what you're left with is the fat of the coconut, right? And then she lets it brown a little bit. So I'm gonna try and do that. You can see it's gonna take a bit still. Just gonna rinse my fingers because they feel nasty. Give it a wash. That was just hand soap, by the way. Okay. Alright. Okay. Hands are dry. Okay, so once that's done, I'm gonna fry some of this green curry paste in there. Probably gonna use like a tablespoon. This is actually quite spicy and it's salty, so I'll add a tablespoon. And I'll add a tablespoon to let it brown. And then if I feel like it needs more towards the end, I can always toss in more. I have some fish sauce which I'm going to add as well. This is like salty. If you've never used fish sauce before, think of it as like soy sauce but fishy. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I know. A really good description. I'm gonna turn the heat down a little bit because I don't want this to burn. Okay, it's getting nice and thick. I don't like that I'm resting it here either. Okay, fine. I'll get a little dish. I realize you can't see, but womp womp. Okay, I'm gonna put this there. That's the cabinet of plates. That's snacks, but those are the plates. So I'm gonna prepare about a tablespoon of this when I'm done here. That's gonna go in last. I'm gonna probably do this next year. Okay, but let me finish with this. So these are all meat pieces. Let me just check no bones. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna just give it a rough dice into chunks. That's skin as well. Okay, maybe this piece won't chop. There we go. Okay, just gonna set that aside into a bowl. Yeah, so I started buying grilled chicken. I started off buying whole raw chicken, okay? Because what I would do is I would boil the whole thing. So I would have chicken soup, I would have the meat, and I could cook it to whatever doneness, right? But it would be boiled chicken, and I could make soup from the bones, the whole chicken broth. So that was nice, but that took a lot of time because I would it would need to boil for like what, 2 hours maybe. And then I thought, I am not a chef. I don't need to do all that. I just want chicken. I want some protein that is easy, convenient, and not too expensive, right? So like buying a whole chicken at Checkers is what, about like 76 rand, depending on your weight, obviously, for a whole chicken. Maybe like high 60s to like 70 rand, right? Which is okay. But then a whole chicken that is grilled, which we have here, right? The grilled chicken, is about, it's 89 rand, I think. So what, 10 rand, 15, 20 rand difference. Honestly, for 2 hours of time and that cooking energy, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it because I'm a student. I'm just a student, and let me live. I think that's like a convenience that I'm allowed to make, a sacrifice. Okay, so these are bamboo shoots. I haven't tasted these before in brine, so I'm gonna open it. I'm probably gonna use what? I don't want to use all of it. It feels like a lot. Maybe I'll like save 2 and put it in a container and refrigerate it. But okay, let me just make sure this doesn't burn. It's starting to scare me. Okay. What do I want to do? This. Okay. I'm going to drain this in this colander. That's what I got this for. Ignore the dirty dishes. I wanted to do it like, yeah, I could have done the dishes before I started filming, but hey, it's gonna take me what, 10 minutes, and then I just wanted to keep it realistic because, like, yeah, kitchens aren't always clean, okay? That's a fact. I'm gonna drain that. I'm gonna toss in the trash. Okay. And then I'm probably gonna start with 3 slices. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this on the counter for now, and then I'm gonna chop this into some cubes. But first, let me rinse my fingers. Okay, so we're close. We're getting there. See how it's starting to, like, it's no longer boiling. Oh, and you can actually see like some of the oil separating. Woo! Okay. Yep, she is separated. Okay. Okay, I'm going to turn the heat down a bit more. It's been 17 minutes of filming. That's been not too bad. We're progressing nicely is what I'm trying to say. I hope I sound okay because there's a lot of noise I'm realizing. And I hope I'm audible. So I'll give that a few more minutes on lower heat because I don't want that to scorch while I'm busy on the side. There's no cross-contamination. Be so for real, okay? I don't know if anyone was concerned about that, but if anyone was, I just want to say, like, this is all going to get cooked. The chicken was cooked. So, realistically, everything's fine, okay? I think cross-contamination is only really a problem when, like, you're eating something raw, right? So, like, if I have, like, raw veggies that I'm going to put in a salad, but then I use the board I used to chop raw chicken on to chop my veggies, then, you've got a case of salmonella. But this is going to be fine because everything's going to be cooked and the chicken was cooked. So I'm probably gonna, yeah, I think the bamboo shoots will go in first. So actually, let me chop this up now. I think I'm gonna do like diagonals because I think that looks nice. I'm gonna give it a bite. Yeah. Okay, so it's flavorless. Okay, okay, it tastes like nothing. Okay, okay, now I know. I don't love how that looks. I think I'm gonna halve this one because it's chunky. This one, these two, I think I'll just diagonal. Okay, maybe just sharper diagonals. I still don't love how it looks. Maybe I'll halve it. Yeah, okay. Oh, got it. I'm gonna halve these. Okay. Ooh, I've created a geometric problem. Okay, 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 because now they're uneven. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I'm just gonna dice it. It is all gonna be fine. Maybe do a little bit at a time. Okay, those look like decent sized pieces. Okay, yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. Yeah, that I think 3 bamboo was the right call. It's really looking like a lot. So yeah, okay. This time we're fine. Okay. This is actually quite big. I'm gonna cut this half again. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna do. I should have done cubes, shouldn't I? I'm gonna stick with the slices, the diagonals. It's not too bad of a shape. Oh, I've got some different sized bamboos now. But oh well. It will be fine. You didn't see that fall. Okay. Roughly even sizes. They are like they are cooked. From the taste I had just now. So they just need a warm up. I don't know if overcooking them will like change the texture or whatnot, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, that's enough. I'm gonna refrigerate that in a second. That's going nicely. I'm just gonna rinse my fingers. I hope my phone doesn't die because it was on like what 20% when I started filming, and filming chows battery. So I hope it's gonna be okay. Okay. That looks like yogurt. Interesting. I'm gonna turn the heat up because I'm available to attend to it now. So I'll let it go. And then once that browns, I think I'm going to add some. I could add some stock, but do I have any? No, I used it. I think I'll just use some water then. Yeah, I'll probably just use some water. Water is fine. Yeah, okay. I'll just fill some water up in this kettle. Maybe I'll toss in. No, it's fine. I'm not gonna toss in any stock cubes. It's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna let that. Ooh. I think she did half of it. I think she didn't like brown. I mean, like cook all of the coconut. But I'm already here, so too late. I think she added the other half later. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But hey, cooking is an art, not a science. It's fine. It is a science, but it's also an art. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I realize you're shaking a lot, and I'm sorry. Okay. I don't think I'm actually gonna brown it. Yeah, I think I don't need to brown it. I think I'm just gonna let some more oil separate out, because it gets really nice and pretty the way it looked with the curry paste. Like you get droplets of green oil, and it looks really nice. So, okay, that's gonna go in after. Oh, and then I have some basil. It's not Thai basil because we're not bougie like that. I'm just gonna rinse some with my hands. Yeah. Oh, there goes my low battery notification. That was my low battery notification. Okay, cool. What am I gonna do? Okay, wait. Yeah. That's gonna be fine. Please be fine. Please be fine. Don't burn. Just gonna give that one more stir. I think we're there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna call that it. before it turns into a crisp. I'm gonna lower the heat a little bit. I'm gonna add a tablespoon. This is quite spicy, so I would say if you are making this and you can't tolerate spice, maybe half of this, okay? But I think it's okay. It's not too bad. So I'm gonna toast that and just break it up with the spoon. Okay. Let that cook up. I'm gonna lean forward for you so you can see. It smells really nice. And this has in here, if you're wondering what Thai curry paste is, it's got green chili, lemongrass, garlic salt, shrimp paste, and a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, it's quite convenient to just buy it as is. You could make your own, but you know, I ain't about that life. So okay, we've toasted it. We've infused our coconut oil with that, and I think I'm going to add some water. Yeah, I actually think she cooked half her coconut milk before adding the other half. But hey, it's too late, and if that screws it up, then it screws it up. I hope this ends up being okay. It does look a little nasty, I'll admit. Okay, but I'm just gonna add some water, I think. Let me just check. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna add some water. It's gonna probably like splatter now because it's hot. Ah, not too bad, not too bad. Okay. Oh, that looks nasty. Did I screw up? Did I screw up? I'm gonna add more and let it boil and see what happens, okay? It looks like cheese. What the fuck? Yeah, I think we might have overcooked that coconut milk. I'm gonna let it cook and pray. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I think we overcooked the coconut milk a bit. But it does look really nice though. Like the green layer. Oh, sorry, you can't see anything. Hold on. Okay, there. It does look quite nice though, like with that layer of oil on top. Nice as in like, does it look nice? I don't know, but like when you go to a restaurant, they usually serve it like this. I think it looks quite nice. Okay, I see chunks of coconut milk. That doesn't look good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a whisk and see if I can mash it back up into what it was. I have a whisk attachment, but it's not a whisk. Do we have a whisk? I don't think so, actually. It's fine. We're minimalists here, and we don't have full whisks. We use what we can. Okay. I'm just gonna whisk it because I don't want chunks. Okay, I'm just gonna hold you. You as in the camera, of course. It smells really nice though. Okay. I don't see lumps. Okay, there are still some lumps, but I think that's okay. It's looking alright. Okay. I think next time if I do, I should actually go back and watch that video. But I think I was supposed to only cook half the coconut milk. But it's too late, and it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Food is food. It will be edible. Okay. Okay. I'm happy with that for now. I'm gonna leave this. Will I use this again? No, I won't. I'm just gonna leave this here. I'll heat this next. Oh yes, I was gonna wash some of this. Okay. Oh, okay, it's coming to a boil already. I'm just gonna add my bamboo shoots in then. Okay. You can't see shit, can you? Okay, hold on. There we go. Don't splatter, please. Okay. Oh, there go some pieces. It's okay. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna pick these up because we ain't about a wastage. Oh, that turned off. Hold on. There we go. Turn it back on. I'm gonna give it a rinse, and it's going back in. Okay. Cool. I'm going to give it a taste and see if I can add some fish sauce. So yeah, fish sauce, it's literally made out of fish. So if you don't eat fish, don't use fish sauce. But that actually looks quite nice. That looks quite nice to me. Hold on, let me have a sip. Ooh, hot. Flavorful. I think I could add another half cheese tablespoon. I'm just gonna use this. I'm give this a rinse, and then I'm gonna use the spoon to scoop another half. It's actually already quite spicy, so maybe just a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Just a little bit more, and then I'm gonna add some fish sauce. So fish sauce, umami, savory. It's quite salty. It's a nice like dipping sauce as well. It's got anchovy extract, salt and sugar, and it's fermented, I believe. So it stores quite well, because it's really salty. But yeah, so it's quite shelf stable. But I'm gonna use this, and it's like it's your source of savoriness and saltiness. That was a mouth twister. Okay, I'm gonna add that much, I think, and then I'll see if I need more later. Okay, while that cooks, I'm gonna wash some basil. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, that's fine. I think I'll use all of this. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a rinse just with my fingers. Rinse some water through it. Make sure there's no dust. That should be fine. Shake that off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Okay. I'm going to give this a rough chop. I'm fine with the stems being in there, but you could probably take them off, but I'm fine with it. So I'm just gonna give it a rough chop. Okay, and then maybe like once or twice this way. Cool. So we've got some chunks, and this one looks a bit big. Okay. But that's okay. Cool. I'm happy with that. It smells really nice, and it looks really nice when you add it in because it's like a nice pop of green. If I had something red, I would probably add, not carrot. I don't think I can add carrot in. You probably could add whatever you want, but I'm not gonna add carrot. I have, oh, actually, funny. I have one pepper from a pack of peppers. That's just a blemish. She's all right. She's just a little beat up. Oh, this cheese looks like it's gone. Yeah, you're going in the bin. Yes, but I'm going to use this piece of pepper that I had from a pack of peppers, but I just decided to not use this one because I thought, it was too much. But hey, now I get to use it for this thing, so that's nice. Okay, since it's almost done, I'm gonna give it a taste. Actually, I haven't tasted it after adding the fish sauce, so I'm gonna just give it a mix, lower the heat a little bit. I'm gonna give it a taste for savoriness. That's good. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna add my chicken actually. Yeah, I'm gonna use the spoon. Just gonna toss my chicken in. Cool. I can go there. I'll wash that literally in a second. Okay, it's looking a bit chunky actually. It's a lot of food, but I think it's okay. I'm gonna throw in my, actually that can cook for a bit. That can warm up while I chop this. I'm just gonna take off the top. I'm gonna get rid of the seeds. It's not spicy. It's literally like a bell pepper. These are actually small bell peppers. Yeah, that's what they were in the store. I'm just gonna get rid of the seeds. Excuse me. Okay. And I'm just gonna chop it into maybe slices. Yeah, I think I'll just slice it up. Yeah, it's just a blemish. It's not rotten, I promise. It's literally just a blemish, okay? You have acne, I have acne, she has some blemishes, it's okay. And I'm just gonna make some slices out of this after stacking it up. Oh, let me flip it over. It'll be easier. Because then the skins are facing down and my knife will go through easier instead of crushing it through the skin. Okay, so I'm gonna add that also towards the end, just for color, literally just for color. Okay, I'm gonna give that a stir. It does not look that appetizing, I will admit, but hey, it tastes. Taste is what matters when you're a student. I think so. It's gonna look nicer too towards the end, but I think what we did was it got a bit too chunky. Yeah, there's a lot of food, and they're a bit big, I will admit. Okay, let me give this a taste. Not bad. I want to add some lemon juice. I think we're gonna. It feels like it could be a bit like sour. So there goes a little bit of lemon juice to brighten it up, as the chefs say. It is a little bit too salty. I think I added maybe half a tablespoon too much of this, but it's gonna be okay because it's gonna be eaten with rice. So it's actually not too bad. That is a big chicken slice. I'm gonna just break that up with my spoon. Okay. So that is cooked through. That is warmed through. And I'm gonna toss this in. There we go. Look how pretty that looks. Okay. I don't know if you saw, but now you can. Okay. Okay. That looks nice. I don't know if I should have chopped them. Maybe leaving the leaves whole would have been prettier, but it's okay. That looks so nice though with the green. Okay, I think she's almost done. Yes, and I am personifying my food. She is delicious. Let me give it a taste with my tasting spoon. Not that there's a difference between the two spoons for usage, but hey. The lemon helped. I like the lemon there. I love it. Okay. What do I want to do? Almost done. I should have cooked some rice on the side. Ish. That was done with me. I'm going to do it now quickly. Oh, hello. Hello. Hello, Mio. Check out our... What are those called? Stickies? From Checkers? Our whole collection. What's up, gang? Hello. If you were watching me wave my chest at these just now, that would have been hilarious. But okay, I'm gonna just wash some rice. Please wash your rice. Actually, please. What washing your rice does is it get rid of some of the starch on the surface level. Okay. So you see how my water gets cloudy, and it just helps your rice not clump up, because we most of us normal people like our rice to be individual grains, right? Unless you're cooking a risotto or something where you want it to be sticky and clumpy, wash your rice. Okay, so I'm just gonna agitate it with my fingers, and then once my water is very cloudy, I'm gonna give that a dump. Okay. Then I'm gonna add another batch of water. I'm gonna do this maybe 2 or 3 times depending on how cloudy it gets. I'm gonna lower the heat because it's basically done. The rice is gonna take long. Ish. What am I gonna eat this with? Okay, it's done. That can sit on the side while the rice cooks anyways. I should have done this in the beginning because the rice wouldn't have needed any attention, but okay. It's okay, we make mistakes. I will wash the dishes now. I know. I should have done that while stuff was happening, but hey. Okay. I think that's okay. And then, so actually, this is a topic of interest. How much water, right? So I'm sure it depends on how much rice, type of rice, or whatever, but the general Asian rule of rice to the first notch, it does work quite well. That wasn't okay, if I show you, let it even out and I put my finger, I think it's okay, that's to what, if I can show the camera, that's to what, 3/4. So I'm not gonna add more water because I like it drier and I don't want it to be soggy rice. And the rule of water, the finger rule aside, I think what is just a good general rule is sorry, I'm just gonna turn this on. And that is on cook. Oh, nasty. a good general rule is like 1.5 times. So like the same amount plus half volume of water. Because that like finger rule doesn't really work when you have like a little bit of rice, because you're not gonna, yeah, I think, yeah, something like that. I think about 1.5 times is a good rule by volume if you can eyeball it like that. But if not, just use this rule to the first notch on your finger. It genuinely works 90% of the time. So why complain? Why fix what ain't broken, right? Okay, that's gonna go there. Yes, okay, cool. That looks so nice. It looks nice and green. I think the basil leaves made the like this oil on top even greener, which is so nice. Okay, that's basically done. I'm gonna toss this in just for color. I hope my sister doesn't hate me, because she doesn't like peppers. That's not broken up, so let me just tear it up with my fingers. This skin made it stick together even though I chopped it. Okay, doesn't that look nice with some orange? Okay. Okay. Just gonna get that wipe. And this is actually basically done. Yeah, it is basically done. I think just to finish off, because the basil leaves that are getting cooked are getting darker. Are getting darker. I'm going to just add some actually for like a garnish. So, oopsies, there goes the coriander. I'm just gonna go there for now. On top, before it's served for some aesthetic purposes. Okay, there we go. That's enough. I'm gonna plate one bowl, if you will, for a thumbnail, I guess, because we're already here. I really like this phone stand thing because I can use both my hands. You can see what I'm doing mostly, and yeah, I can keep recording at the same time. That's really nice. Okay, I'm just gonna give that a rinse. Okay. The shake always works better than a colander. Okay, I'm just gonna put this on the side. I'm gonna dish out some on a bowl. I'm gonna use a big bowl because it will look nice. Probably won't eat this much in a bowl, but for aesthetics, right? Okay. So there's a lot of chicken in here, actually, I think. But hey, we made it work. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna add some sauce. I think it's a bit too chunky, actually. I would actually prefer more sauce with my curry, but it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna take a little bit more from here because I want a bit more. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I'm gonna add it back anyways now, aren't I? Okay. So I'm gonna. Yeah, that's enough. It looks empty. Hey chat, guess what? No joke. Phone just died, so guess what I'm filming on? It's my tablet. It's my iPad. Let me put it on wide. There we go. I'm not gonna hold this thing up. Hold on. Okay. Let me do this off. Cool. And that was dinner. I'm gonna just hold my camera up for this one more shot. It looks like that. I'm gonna throw in the basils to put on top. Just gonna put up, I'm plucking off the stems. And I'm just gonna garnish. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, that looks nice. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna show you now. Okay, my hands are clean. Look how pretty! It looks cute. And it tastes nice as well. I'm gonna taste from this part. Let me just go have a bite with everything. A bit of the chicken, the bamboo shoot, even a piece of that pepper. Okay. Gonna have a taste. Oh, there goes that. Wow, it fell. Really good though. Sorry. I don't think the lemon juice is supposed to be there, but it needs to be there. You know, like I don't think it's supposed to be there from tradition or whatever, but like it tastes good. Maybe, I don't know. No, I think you can add lime. I'm not sure. Regardless, that's really good. Once the rice finishes, which will take like 20 minutes, that will be dinner. But yeah, thank you for watching. I likely won't edit much of the videos. It will probably just be the whole clip, 45 minutes, 50 minutes, which is, I think, an okay amount of time to make dinner, okay? I think so. I can justify that for myself. But yeah, I hope you liked it. Bye.